How's it going, everybody? Playing some more Majora's Mask 3D today, and today we're going to be heading to Snowhead, which is probably my favorite temple in this game. I really like the snow aspect of it. It does have some weird fire characteristics, which I might get into later, but I really like the temple, a lot more so than Woodfall, being my favorite temple. I wonder why they made the dogs afraid of Gorons. I don't know, but it's kind of the in-between point for the game. As in, Woodfall is probably the easiest temple. It doesn't like gradually get any more difficult. Say like maybe Twilight Princess, or I guess even Ocarina of Time in some aspects. There's, in my opinion, a pretty big jump from here to Great Bay Temple in terms of, I guess, what is the word, like, being linear and whatnot. Woodfall, you kind of get the gist of what to do. Same kind of with Snowhead. It's sort of that in-between point before the, I guess, big jump in terms of puzzles. Great Bay Temple is and Stone Tower Temple are where the game really tests your knowledge, I guess. It's easy to get lost in the later temples versus this one. It's not too difficult to get through. I probably will, because I haven't played this game forever. But from what I remember, I did a playthrough, I want to say 2 years ago or so. I made it up to Great Bay Temple. I don't remember struggling too much with this one, but we'll just see how things go. First thing you want to do here is play the Goron Lullaby, put this big old guy to sleep, and then you have a choice. You can either walk up that ramp, or you can roll up it, whichever is easier for you. I'm going to try rolling up, see how I do. And this guy's going to pass out real quick. And now we have access to the temple. And I was playing the Nintendo 64 version side by side, well, Virtual Console version. And so far, I'm just before this temple. And I gotta say, I really appreciate the 3DS controls, how things control better. It's just, a lot of stuff in that game is, it's amazing, but the controls are just terrible as Goron Link. So I'm really glad, really glad that they fixed things up and touched everything up in general. Just made the game a much better experience. I'm probably gonna do another part today. Maybe I'll have Cody there. I know I said that I was gonna probably have him for this part, but he's unavailable, so maybe next part, and then probably be Great Bay. 2 parts after that? I don't know. We'll see. Don't really want to bother fighting these guys, because the only way to insta-kill them is by hitting their tail, and it's kind of difficult to do that unless you time their attacks. I believe after their second slash, you get a chance to cut their tails, but if not, then just don't bother fighting them. I'm not even sure if Goron Link can kill them in one hit. I don't know if it's just a sword aspect or not. In this game, I want to say the fairies removed, because I don't remember that fairy being there in the Nintendo 64 version. And I know that chest isn't spawned in right away in the original. But there's three stray fairies in this room. And with these guys, you kind of gotta time your roll, not fail like I just did. Just be careful. You don't slide as Goron Link. You do slide as Human Link. And you just, if you're me, you'll probably end up slipping around a lot. Kind of takes some getting used to. Probably don't want to wear the bunny hood unless you're really careful, or if you're not on ice. But there's another stray fairy down here. There we go. Then you can put the Great Fairy mask on, and that'll bring it over to you. eventually. There we go. So that's 2. Can't get the third one quite yet, but soon enough we will. The stray fairies in this temple, they're not too difficult to reach. There's only really one that kind of irritates me a little bit, and that's towards the end of the temple. Probably the last one that I'll be picking up. But like I said, with these guys, you just kind of gotta time your roll. Don't get hit by their ice, because it will freeze you. And I fell again. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, the fire aspect. So, I don't quite understand why there's lava in this temple, if it's a snow temple. My best guess is that this is supposed to be towards maybe the center of, like, the planet. And that's why lava is coming out. And with the dungeon item, I don't... Like, I get it's the opposite. Like, the fire arrows can melt and everything. And I don't get why that can hit you while you have the spikes up. That's really dumb, in my opinion, but whatever. I get the whole opposite thing with fire arrows being used to melt everything, but still, I think they could have done with, like, a better item, maybe. I like the elemental arrows, but having them be all the dungeon items, like the bow for Woodfall, fire temple for here, or fire arrow for here. I like Ocarina of Time's way of giving you items better. I think, though, I do like that there's more variety for items for Young Link here in Majora's Mask. That's one thing I like better about this game versus Young Link. He didn't really have too much you could use in Ocarina of Time, like anything cool. I mean, he had all the wooden trap and bombs, I guess, but nothing too cool. Like Adult Link had the hook shot, he had the long shot, had that Megaton hammer, bow, the big Goron sword, all that cool stuff. You can't really do anything in this room yet, so just head back down the stairs. And then we're going to be taking a right. So right here. And this will bring us to the main room, which... it's kind of easy with some camera angles in certain areas. It's kind of easy to fall down. Just be careful, and you shouldn't struggle too much. But having the map, it's easy to find out where you need to go. Well, I shouldn't say where you need to go, but how to get back where you were. And I don't really think you can do anything out of order in this temple. I know there's a switch on the bottom for once you raise the main pillar up, but I don't think there's any situation where you really need to lower it again. Because I don't think there's anything you can miss with it being up. I don't think so. But there's going to be a stray fairy that'll appear in a chest up there once we move this into place. There's a key in this back little corner. Or cove, I guess you could say. And I think that's the only stray fairy in this room. Lens of Truth is going to come in really handy because there's some stray fairies that require it. Like to be able to see where they are. I guess you could free fire and find them, but that might take a bit. And I wonder if this would push faster if I was going Link. I don't really feel like testing it now because it's already almost there. But once it's in position, that's where we want it. Like so. A chest will spawn. And can't do anything with this for probably a good chunk of the temple. So we'll come back to it later. But here's a key. And now we can make a little bit of progress. Mini boss of this temple is actually a Wizzrobe, which it's interesting the design they gave him, because in traditional Zelda games, like 2D Zelda games, he normally wears like a wizard hat and a robe. In this game, he looks more like a lizard, so I don't know what they're really going for. I don't know like what the Wizzrobes are supposed to be exactly. I thought they're just supposed to be like sorcerers. But I wasn't aware of like any sort of lizard characteristic being a part of them. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't like the design of this game. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we see them in a 3D Zelda game. A little weird, but it is what it is. So here's the compass, meaning that we're pretty close to getting the dungeon item, fire arrows. I don't know if I mentioned this or not in the previous video. If you're new to the Majora's Mask game, every time you reset the cycle, you lose your dungeon map, dungeon item, not dungeon item, your compass and the keys that you got, so all the doors will be locked again. So if you're wondering where all my stuff went, if I ever, or if you ever reset the cycle and have to come back, that's why. So, bit of warning, if you don't have enough time to go through the temple, don't go through the temple. Just wait until you can get back to the first day, and then go through. That's why I generally like to start my temples on day 1. Just because it gives you maximum amount of time. But the only real temple that you're going to need the full 3 days for, or full 2 days I should say, probably the Stone Tower Temple. That is if you're unfamiliar with it, which I am. I'm probably going to be using the guide quite a bit for that one. But so far I'm doing okay with this one, without the guide. For now. I do like this gimmick in this room. You have to shoot the icicles from the ceiling. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if anyone in the channel watched, but I was playing Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights a few games ago, and there was areas similar to this where you had to use Scooby and knock down some, I don't know if they're icicles or not, but like parts of the cave wall, and it created platforms similar to this. You didn't destroy the platforms, but rather you made the platforms. Versus in this game, I know I just said that weird, you destroy the icicles so that there's platforms. Kind of a neat little gimmick. I do like when they use things like that. As far as I know, this is this the only Zelda game where they do that? I'm trying to think. No, they do it in Twilight Princess too, don't they? So it's... But do they do it in any of the 2D games? I know I just played the Oracle games on the channel not too long ago, but I can't remember. I don't think there's any in those games. But maybe there is. Closest thing I could think of would be in Eagle's Tower when you have to use the balls to lower the temple, but that's not exactly the same thing. And as far as these guys go, I don't remember what they're called, but in the Woodfall Temple, they had the black versions. I don't think there's any difference besides the color scheme. I don't think they do any more damage. I don't exactly remember what to do here. I know I have to pound this one. Oh. So that's one stray fairy. Gotta be careful, because I was just thinking for a second all the fairies would be in a chest. That's right, there's the Lens of Truth ones. So we gotta knock this little column thingy down. And I don't remember which one I have to hit next. Is it yellow and yellow or yellow, green, yellow? I want to say it's yellow, green. So then it's this one. Okay. So then it's... I don't know why I just did that. Hopefully this resets it. Yeah, I did that wrong. You're supposed to hit the yellow one next. I just realized that right as I jumped. Alright, this should... I don't know why I just went through that door. I could have just hit this one again. Or the green one up there. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's do this the correct way this time. So we're going to go over here first. Then we're going to knock this one down. Like so. There we go. And then we're gonna knock this yellow one down. And then we're gonna use that platform to get back up there. Without being hit by these guys, hopefully. And there we go. So now it's just about time for the mini-boss. I do remember it's the Wizzrobe. That's pretty much all I remember about it. I'm assuming it functions similar to 2D games. I think he just teleports around. It'll probably come back to me once I see him. I don't know if I need to go this way first or not. No, I need the fire arrows, yeah. Okay. So go back through here. Then we're gonna go over here. And then this is the mini boss. I'm just guessing this based on the map because it shows a chest in there. Looks like the mini boss room. Yep. Alright, so this is Wizzrobe. Alright, yeah. Now it's coming back to me. Okay, so for this fight, I believe the first phase, you can't look at him while he's like conjuring himself up. And then you shoot him with an arrow. Don't want to get frozen. Or maybe I can look at him. Maybe that's the next fight. Because I think you fight him twice, don't you? Okay, it is this phase. I don't know how that worked. Alright, so now I want to say I thought the real one would appear on the mini-map, but I guess not. Because I know it does that in the Nintendo 64 version. But I guess not in this one. Unless my map needs to be zoomed or something. I don't know. But that's that. Not too difficult. And then that'll give us a cool little item, being the fire arrows. Outside of the temple, you can use them to melt that Grandpa Goron. You can use it to get the powder kegs early. Do the powder keg test early, I believe. You can use it to get the gilded sword early. I want to say that's frozen over, if you, or not the razor sword early, because I believe that machine's frozen over before spring. Excuse me. And then I think, is there use for it in Great Bay? I can't think of really any other uses. I know you burn some stuff, like the Gibdos, you can burn their bandages. Excuse me. Okay, so I know we need to go back where I just was eventually. But I'm just trying to think of which door I need to unfreeze first. I think I have an idea. So instead of going to that eye thing, actually that probably would have been a good idea to go there first, then drop down. But oh well. So if you're still up there watching this video, don't jump down. Go hit the eye switch first. From that previous room, or not the eye switch, just go back to that previous room. Because now that I think about it, I don't even need the fire arrows for that room. I just need the lens of truth. Fairy. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of backtracking, but that's okay. I don't know that I need to be in here. No. Okay, so then we're gonna head up these stairs. Run Link does not have any good reach. I like the little stairs transition. It's a cool little transition, I guess. Alright, so let's get these fire arrows going. Just a second. There we go. So I'm going to unfreeze this door first. I don't know if I'm supposed to unfreeze this one first or not. I mean, you can't really do anything in this temple the wrong way. You can just get lost, I suppose. But I think I can go through here, so. And then I'm going to say you get a stray fairy from destroying these guys. Either destroying them or lighting the torches. So it was destroying them. Okay. And then torches must I don't know, actually. Is there a locked door? Actually, yeah, there must be, because there's 3 doors on the map. Okay, so let's open this chest. Oh, That was very close. I'm glad I didn't just die there. So that is 7. So only 8 more to go. I was gonna say, I thought they lowered the Stray Fairies, but no. I'm pretty sure there's 15 in this temple in the Nintendo 64 version as well. But isn't there like 20 once you get to Great Bay and Stone Tower then? I think that's how it went. Okay, so I don't want to fall off. But I think I can go through this door first. Whoa. Can't find the door. Where is it? There we go. So then we'll go through here. And do a big ol' Goron pound on this sucker. Like so. There we go. So that raises that all the way up. You can hit the icicle thingies now. Although I think there's one little aspect that might be a bit easier if I don't hit them. But since I'm easily lost in Zelda temples, I'm just going to hit them as soon as I can. And once I get my 3DS back from Loopy, I think I'm actually going to switch back to the 3DS version, just for control-wise. I mean, I can still set it up like this, like, just format it like this. But I do really like the 3DS controls better. They're, I guess, more straightforward. Or, hint and fall. Whoops. What's the word I'm looking for? More accurate, yeah. They're more accurate, so I do prefer 3DS controls, and I think that's probably the case with any sort of emulated game. The original controls will probably always be better, unless it's like a really, really poorly made controlled game. Probably could have gotten the chest in there. I can come back for it. I know I'm not doing things in this temple in the best order, but at least everything will be done at some point. Do I need to pound this? No. I know I could have raised that up, but not yet. Like I said, the order I'm doing this doesn't make sense, but I'll get there one way or another. Just trying to think how I want to do everything now. Because I have the chest in there. There's the stray fairy from the eye switch room. Guess we'll get this first. Actually, this might be a key, now that I think about it. Because the stray fairy thing isn't, glowing. Okay, so now I can progress for wherever I needed this key. I think it's upstairs, if I'm not mistaken. And now I actually have access to another stray fairy that I have fire arrows in the, is it the left room? I think it's the left room. So we'll climb up here. Can't kill him. Do I need to unfreeze anything else, though? I don't think so. This is this room. I'm just trying to figure out where I am. And this was that room with the pillar raising thing on the right. I don't think there's any other keys left. Yeah. Okay. I think I know where to go next. Just kind of strategizing, I suppose. Because I don't really want to have to backtrack too much, but I think I have the general gist of where I need to go. So let's go get some stray fairies without falling. Oh boy, almost fell there. And I guess if you fall, it's not that big of a deal because you can just use the Deku flowers. I'm very curious to see how I'm going to do through Great Bay Temple. I do really appreciate the Stray Fairy upgrade there, because it'll double our defense. But getting through it's just going to be a whole nother story. Okay, so then we're going to go back. Which room was that? This way. Okay, I think I know where I am now. So we're gonna go in here. Gonna unthaw everything. Don't think I need to unthaw this one, but might as well. Might have to kill this guy. I wonder if fire arrows would just kill him instantly, because I think he's like considered an ice creature. Goodness gracious, dude. You have a lot of health. Wasn't expecting him to take that many hits. So after that second little slash there, that's when you can kill him. Or you can just burn him alive. I wasn't expecting that to work, but it did. So there's a stray. I don't know why I keep calling them gray fairies. I think I'm trying to say great fairy, but saying stray, combining with stray. There's a stray fairy up in this box up here. You just gotta time your throw, which I'm not very good at, I'll admit. There we go. Although, maybe fire arrows could melt the box too. I don't know. Then I think this box thingy is going to be used to get another stray fairy. In just a bit. Because I know in that chest there's a stray fairy. And then gotta push this back up to that other platform, which will give us another stray fairy. That should put us at what? 9 or 10? I don't know how that didn't hit me. Alright, so this is 9. Okay. Meaning I'm making great progress with the stray fairies. Then we're going to push this back. Like so. Then one more time here. One of the things... So, I think I was talking about in my previous video about the... like how I like the ice temples and whatnot. Or snow-related temples. With that being said, Snow Peak is my absolute favorite in terms of ice temples or snow places. It's just, it's not exactly a dungeon, it's just a house, but they made it work, you know? I don't like the ice block puzzles, though. Those, I don't really feel like there's any way that you could figure out how to do them. I mean, when I was younger, I could not figure out how to do any of those ice block puzzles. To this day, like, I played Twilight Princess on the channel in, what, 2021 maybe? 2020? I still couldn't figure that out without a guide. Just... I don't like the pushing puzzles, because they're always confusing, even in the Oracle games, so... I mean, it's not so much the puzzle that bothers me, it's rather the fact that there's no way to really figure out the solution. Like, there's nothing that tells you what to do. Because it's one thing, like, having to light torches up, but it's also another thing when you have to push blocks, and there's not really any particular shown order. Just my 2 cents. Just trying to think of where to go next. Distracted myself there. I think I've gotten all the fairies from down here. I know where the boss key is. I'm trying to think of where the stray fairies are next. I know there's still that one that I need the Lens of Truth for. take these guys out of the way so I don't fall 5 million times. And isn't there a room? I want to say there is in this temple where there's like Lizalfos, is that what they're called in this game? The bigger ones? Or Dinalfos? I think that's what they're called. I don't know. They're called something. Okay, so take this. Actually, get up here first. And then we'll shoot this eye switch. Like so. Okay. Then Lens of Truth. I might fail here a few times because these are some small platforms. Probably don't want to use the bunny hood here. Doing good, just don't perish. One more? Oh. Oh, that didn't work. So we'll try it again. There we go. So we'll try that again. Lens of Truth out. There we go. Okay. So one jump. Two jumps. Oh, he's not doing the cool flips anymore. I think there's just certain platforms that he can... Only certain platforms that he can do the cool flips from. Because I don't think there's really any distance or height difference between the jumps. I think it's just all for looks when he does the flips. Like, you'd still make it the same distance. But I could be wrong. Let's see if I can land this. Oh, like there, he did the flip. Okay, so then we want to go upstairs, I think. I see that chest over there. I'm assuming that's a stray fairy, because I don't think I need any more keys. Take care of these. Like that. And we're actually getting pretty close to completing this temple. Equip fire arrows, which I can't do a Scorn Link. So fire this sucker up. And then... Is this the highest floor of the temple? No, I think there's one more. Yeah, because the boss key, or the boss is upstairs. So punch this, although I probably should have punched it from down below, but that's okay. Then we'll punch this. Okay. And then I forget which room this is. Eno. Or Eno? Eno or Eno? I don't know what it is. Looks like a scary abominable snowman thing. And I think there might be a stray fairy in here. Maybe. Yep, looks like over here there is. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done it that way. There we go. So it's 12 or 13? 12? Okay. So I know there's one in that chest in the main room. And then the last two must be from those weird Dinalfos or whatever they're called. I think they're supposed to be like the adult version of Lizalfos or something. Alright. Yep, here they are. Dinolful. Dinolful? Dinolfuls? I wonder if fire arrows would work. Kind of tempted to try it. I wonder if the burning damage does any additional damage to them. I don't think so, so... Oh. Guess you can't target them. Oh, that was pretty easy, actually. Okay. So one more stray fairy, and then the boss key's all I need. I want to say the boss key's directly ahead. How do I get over there again? I think I know. Yeah, don't I have to destroy those snowballs down there? I just want to be careful that I don't have to backtrack 500 miles. But I think that's how I get there. Yeah, because that's all upstairs. Must be a Deku flower or something up there. Maybe? I'm pretty sure there is. I just want to be careful. But it looks like that's what it's going to come down to. Me taking a risk. I don't know why I said risk. Risk gold. Alright. So let's go back down here. Don't think I need to fight these guys. Actually, I can just drop down, can't I? Just directly down. There we go. Then we can beat these things up. Like so. I don't think I can make that jump, and I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. So we're gonna roll across, and then use the Deku flower. To get to the boss key. I don't like the original Majora's Mask that you can't unequip a mask when it's currently on your face. I was playing the Virtual Console version, and that's one of the biggest things I noticed. That if you have the Goron mask equipped, you can't put something in its spot until you take the mask off. So I'm glad that they improved upon that. Oh, Wizzrobe again. I think the gimmick here is just that it's a bigger room. So don't look at him, right? Or can I? I guess I can. I don't know why he sometimes would disappear when I looked at him. Interesting. Maybe it's like it's based off of your, it tracks when you're firing the arrow? I don't know. Is this phase 2 already? Yeah. What an interesting mini-boss, though. Like, it's 2 mini-bosses. I guess all the temples do that, but I wonder why they chose to do that. You know, Ocarina of Time only had 1, and as far as I can think, the previous Zelda games only had 1 mini-boss each dungeon. So it's a little weird that they switched it up here. I mean, it's cool, but a little interesting. I do like the chest redesigns, though. So that's the boss key. And I just gotta figure out how to get that great stray fairy. Or stray fairy, I should say. I think I gotta jump from somewhere. But where exactly? I think I have a general idea of where it is. I either need to jump from Must need to jump from down there. I'm just trying to think of where exactly I would need to jump from. Actually, where's the stray fairy? It's not above me, is it? No, it's one of these corners, I think. This one? No. Okay, so it must be below me then. Just one last quick little glance. So it's on 2, so 1 floor below me. But where do I jump from then? Let's give this a little try. So, that took a few attempts. I fell a few times, you can tell by my hearts. I wasn't expecting to make it there, but I did. And then I think it's time for the boss. I may or may not have used a guide for that jump part. Having fallen a few times, it was necessary. I really remember the boss fight for this temple. He kind of stands out to me. It's like a goat thing. Or a horse. I don't know, bull? Bull, I guess, yeah. I know a horse and a bull really aren't the same thing. Nor is a goat a bull. I don't know how I compare those two. I don't know. Anyways, time for the boss. Like I was saying in one of the previous parts, I am using the, what is the patch called? I don't know. I can't even think of the patch. But it's like a quality of life update or patch for the game, meaning it removes the eyeballs from the bosses. Modifies, I think it modifies the inverted Song of Time. A few other changes, you can look it up, but it's pretty cool. So if you're wondering why there's no eyeball during this boss fight, now you know. It'll fight exactly the same, just there's no eyeball coming out of the boss. So yeah, I guess it is a bowl. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think I just need to roll after him. Although I think you can use arrows as well. I don't think I need to land on top of him. Just need to hit him a few times. I don't know if fire arrows will work better. Probably not, because you have to run after him continuously. I want to see if the burn damage does anything. I don't think it does. I think it's just for show when he's on fire. I don't think that does any additional damage. Again, I guess I could probably stay going on my mission to beat him up, but fire arrows seem cool. And I don't think he found the original version. I think he just keeps running. But maybe he does fall. I just don't remember him following the original. That was weird. It looked like he was gonna fall, but he didn't. exactly doing the greatest, but not the worst either. Using Gauntlet probably would have been a better option. Oh well. Now I know. And that takes care of that. So we have one thing left to do, and that's just to increase the magic meter. So that's what I'm gonna go do real quick. Head back to Snowhead. Keep confusing Snow Peak and Snowhead. I know I was thinking on the Nintendo 64 version. This just gives you the spin attack upgrade. That's right, they switched. I think it's kind of a useless upgrade, but maybe not, because I don't think it does really too much damage. Maybe like a jump attack damage, but I don't know. Weren't they green in the original? Maybe it's just because they switched temples? I don't know. So I think that's all I really need to do this part yet. Next part will probably be Romani Ranch. I think I'm gonna stop talking here then. Just show off the spin attack real quick. And put the rupees in the bank. And I think that's gonna do it. So, I'm cutting things a little short here, but I want to thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.